Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are new, oh my god, am I drunk off one glass, not even a full glass. In my head, sorry, that scrap that. In my head, do you ever get that where you know what you've got to say but it just weren't coming out? That was weird. I literally needed to say it but it weren't coming out and it just sounded weird. But welcome back if you're new here. I'm not always like this, I promise. I'm normally a bit more put together. But in today's video, we have just done a chatty get ready with me. Just to have a little catch up, talk all things Love Island and work, YouTube, influencer, not me, but like influencer life. Just we've touched on a few topics in today's video while I've got ready for date night. Very simple look, just with a little cheeky wing. But yeah, I just felt like I hadn't done one of these in ages, so I wanted to sit down, have a little chat, and yeah, do my makeup like always. But before we get into it, please like this video, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and if you want to see me rambling for approximately 30 minutes, then please keep on. Right, so this isn't going to be an in-depth tutorial because we are only going like somewhere local. It's not going to be a crazy makeup, but I feel like I haven't just sat. Well, the last time I done it actually was my birthday get ready with me, which was June. So that, how many months ago is that? Like 3 months ago. We're just gonna sit, we're gonna have a little chat, see if there's anything random that I begin to talk about, because that is literally what happens every time. I don't really know what I'm gonna do makeup wise, to be honest. I don't really want to do too much. I've got my glass of fizz. I'm really not a Prosecco drinker. I love wine, but Prosecco just not for me. It's too fizzy, but that was all we had downstairs. So if I have to drink it, I will drink it, but it's never a choice of mine. Yeah, it makes me so gassy and I get a bit of like, what's it called, like acid reflux, like heartburn, the lot. It's really not pretty, but one glass, hopefully it won't kill me. So how's everyone been? Just going in with my leader. So I'm actually the worst because whenever I talk about makeup or do a tutorial, I'm always like, do your eyes first, blah blah blah, and then I feel like every get ready with me that I do, I never do my eyes first. And that is 9 times out of 10 because I actually don't do a lot on myself. Like if I was going out with a heavier eye look, then yeah, I would do my eyes first. But I rarely go out with like a lot of eye makeup on. So we're gonna do our face first. So I'm going in with Nars Sheer Glow today, and I don't have my correct shade in this, so I am gonna do a little mixture of Syracuse and then Fiji. Oh, so I literally change what foundation brush I use all the time. 1 minute I'm loving one. I mean, I still love all the other ones that I've ever said I loved. But then I use a brush and then I get like stuck on it and I'm like, wow. And then I just like use that for months on end and then I'll go back to a different one. So at the moment, I'm loving the Peaches and Cream PC19. Which before, I have tried this for foundation and I didn't like it. Again, like I said in my last video, I don't write things off straight away. So I must have like tried it again and then I was like, oh actually, that looks really nice. You just can't go wrong with a sheer glow moment. Any Nars moment, to be fair, is just where it's at, you know? Oh. I knew that was going to happen. I knew my camera was going to start to flash as soon as I bloody started filming. BRB. Right, we're back in the room. So I'm going on my Nars Soft Matte. Nars for skin. All day, every day. I love the Soft Matte concealer way much more than the, well, to be fair, I haven't used the creamy concealer in so long. That was one of like the first concealers I tried as a makeup artist and I did like it, but yeah, I've not used it in so long. I can't really remember it. I do, but I don't, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm obsessed with the Soft Matte. So I did on my Instagram ask some questions. I don't know how many I'm gonna do. There wasn't like loads and loads, so maybe I will do a few and whatever. But knowing me, I'll just talk about whatever I feel like talking about. So actually I am going to give you a little update, because if you've seen that vlog that I last put out, I was explaining to you about my belly troubles and the pain that I've been suffering. So touch wood, I haven't had any like pain like as bad as I have before since Friday, if that makes sense, but I have definitely had some discomfort when eating since, and a lot of like bloatedness. I had it earlier today. I was literally so bloated, but I did go to the doctors and I am getting all like tested and stuff, so hopefully we get some answers and find out what's been going on. But I do think it's gonna look like, because obviously I've been like tracking like what I eat, like today I had scrambled eggs on toast and that caused a bit of pain and bloatedness, I think, which is actually really ironic that I was doing all these food videos like vegan, or I don't think I'm gonna go vegan, but I was saying like maybe I'll go vegan. I think I am now gonna go like gluten-free, dairy-free, because it seems like whenever I have that, my belly messes up. And obviously, like I touched on in that video, stomach problems do run in my family, and I was talking to my dad earlier and he was like, Sid, you've just got to cut it out, like whether they say it or not, like that's what's giving you discomfort. Which obviously when the test comes back, if that is the case, they will say it, but he was like, even now, just start cutting it out. And honestly, I now understand, because belly problems are the worst. It made this morning, I feel better now, but when I felt bloated and all this, like I just like it just makes you feel rubbish. I am gonna explode today. Now I'm running out of storage. Sydney, you should have been prepared. The angle has probably changed in this 3 times, so I do apologise. And that's what I'm saying, the feeling like when you're feeling uncomfortable, like I just felt really low and horrible, and like I hope I can get it sorted, or like I will just cut it out. I'll have to, do you know what I mean? If they tell me I can't have it, then I will have to cut it out. But I just find it funny how I kept joking about saying I'm gonna go vegan, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then I now have to like have diet. Like I always said, like I'm never I'm not allergic to anything, like eat what I want, whatever. Yeah, not so much anymore. But yeah, that's a little update. I just got to be careful with what I eat, which is very frustrating, and a lot of didn't realise how much like stuff is affected by it. But that's that. Right, let's have a look at the questions. Let's have a look. Okay, so one of the questions is, what made you start YouTube? I've definitely said this in a video before, and I feel like a bit of, because whenever I see other makeup artists, they always say like, oh, I've loved makeup since like I can remember, like always loved makeup, like, and that really was not me. I mean, I wore it, but I wouldn't say I loved makeup. My makeup bag was such a poor excuse. Like, ask my friends, like I would say to them, can you do my makeup, like can you get me ready? And then because of that, I sort of was like, right, I need to know what I'm doing a little bit. And funny enough, my boyfriend used to watch YouTube when we first got together. I didn't really watch it, and I always used to be like, why? I don't understand, what are you watching on YouTube? Like obviously he didn't watch makeup, he watched other things that like the boys watch on YouTube. So then I started to look on YouTube, and obviously a lot of the YouTubers that I was coming across were like makeup artists or like doing makeup videos. So I started to watch them, and I thought, you know what, this is a good opportunity for me to like learn for myself. And I was buying all the stuff that was recommended. Like I was sucked into the YouTube. I was honestly obsessed, and I was practicing on myself just to like, again, just to get good for my own sake, because I was just so terrible. And I just fell in love with it. I was obsessed with YouTube. I was constantly watching it, and like I genuinely didn't understand it at first. I didn't get it. I didn't get that these people, that this was like their job. Obviously on Instagram I knew you sort of had like bloggers and stuff, but I honestly didn't know how big it was or what it was all about. Like I was genuinely shocked. I literally was like, what the hell? And yeah, I found a love for makeup, and again, obviously I found a love for makeup, but I didn't see it as a career thing. I just loved it. And it weren't until my sister was like, Sid, like, you're actually good, like, you should give it a go. So I was practicing my sister, a few friends, blah, blah. And my sister made my Instagram for me. I, again, got a bit of, like, stage fright. Why have I just put that there? On my top lip, what a div. I never put it there. I thought I was doing my highlighter. I'm new with makeup artists, so obviously I didn't know about the YouTube thing, but of course there was like makeup artists in my area, and I thought there's enough, like there's no room for me. And I thought people would be thinking, oh god, like not another makeup artist. Well, my sister made my Instagram, and I swear to god that was the best thing she's ever done for me. No, I'm joking. Once she'd done it, I was like, okay, let's go for it, do you know what I mean? And then I know the question was what made you start YouTube, but I've just decided to tell you the whole story. But obviously I was doing clients and whatever, like it started to pick up. And I say this to my clients all the time, because if I've got like a new client, they always ask me and stuff. And I said, like, I was quiet when I first started. My thought was that there was enough makeup artists out there, and now I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, every makeup artist is different. Everyone's got different styles, they're different people, like there's enough room for all of us. It's not like that at all. So I was doing clients, and then I just sort of wanted to take it the step further with YouTube, because don't get me wrong, like I love the client stuff, and I love doing the makeup, like that's what I love about it, do you know what I mean? I love sitting there doing my makeup, and I just thought I learned from YouTube. Obviously it was lockdown, and everyone like in lockdown was really progressing, and don't get me wrong, I grew in lockdown. Not crazy grew, like I'm not massive on Instagram, but it was really good. So I think everyone in lockdown was sort of like, what can I do next? Like, what can I do to make myself even better? And I just thought the natural progression would be to go to YouTube, because that's where I learned. Like, honestly, everyone always goes to me like, are you self-taught? Like, how did you do a class? Like, blah, blah. And honestly, I learnt from YouTube, and obviously Instagram, but YouTube in-depth tutorials is where I learned how to do everything. So if I want to teach people and I want to influence people on how to do makeup, like I didn't want to just do clients, because I think as a makeup artist, it comes with the job of, like, you're not just there to do clients. Like, I feel like people want to learn from you. Like, I have clients that I'm doing like their makeup, but they're still asking me like, oh, what are you doing now? Like, how do you do that? Like, what's this for? Blah, blah, blah. Like, people want to learn as well. And I just thought the only way to do that, obviously with Instagram, but YouTube, like, that is where I learn. I love watching it. YouTube ain't for everyone. Some people, like my friends or whatever, say like me and Taylor always watch YouTube. Lily, we've made her watch some people now, but it's not for everyone. Like, some people say to me like, I don't watch it, I don't get it, but like, they'll watch my videos, whatever, because they're my friend. But a lot of people learn from there and love watching it, and I am one of them people. I love watching it. Even like now, I still watch it like every day. I go through phases, don't get me wrong. I think sometimes it's not healthy to watch it all the time, because it's a different world. Like, some YouTubers, they deserve it, they've worked hard for it and stuff, and obviously hopefully one day that's me, like being as successful as them, like that, like I say, like them, like inspirations to me or whatever. But it's also not it's the same as Instagram. It's not healthy all the time. It's the best place and the worst place. It gets me half of my business, it gets my looks out there, and it can become a job. Like, it's mad how that happens, but it's also not healthy some of the time. And that's the same with YouTube. Like, I love watching it, but sometimes I sit there and, of course, it's normal. You compare yourself and you think, why am I doing what they're doing? They've been doing it triple the amount of time as you, hon. Like, sit back down a little bit. Like, do you know what I mean? And I know that in my head, but of course that's natural, like, for like us to think like that. I think it's, if you say like you don't compare yourself to other people, or look at other people and think, oh, like, how comes they're doing that? Like, that you're lying. Like, course you do think like that, and not in a competitive way, not at all. Like I say, they've been doing it years for me, like more than me. Like, I never think like that in like a bitter way, but of course you're gonna think like that. So yeah, I love YouTube and I watch YouTube all the time, but same as Instagram, take a break from it, because it can get too much. And even for like not people that are doing it as well, like normal people that just like to watch YouTube, like some of these lifestyles are crazy, and it's not everyone's lifestyle, and I think it does sort of make you think that that's how you should be, and it's not. You see the best bits of us. Even me as like a small YouTuber, I don't put, maybe sometimes I do, but I don't put the boring bits in, or sometimes it can get a little bit boring, I think. But like, I try to put in the best bits, and a weekly vlog is like half hour of my week. So like, do you know what I mean? It's, in that sense, it's not realistic, but I love it. And best thing I've ever done. I've always been a bit over the top, bit of a drama queen. Like when I first got with my boyfriend, like his mum and that, love them dearly, and they love me dearly, but they always go, ain't she a bit of a drama queen? Like, I've always been that way, and I think YouTube is the best place for me to like be a bit dramatic. Like, I just always have been like it, so I just love it like so much. But that was a long-winded asked question. I've literally nearly finished my makeup. It was that long-winded, so I'm sorry for that. I also got a lot of, so I blame myself, because when I put the question box on my story, I said like anything, like think outside the box. I was like, it can be Love Island related. Yeah, I got a lot of questions about Love Island, so I'm not gonna actually go through them one by one. I'm just gonna do a little roundup. I mean, you're gonna be seeing this video and it's gonna be all over. What am I gonna do with myself? Honestly, I don't even know. And like, we would know who's won. This year, I'm not like, oh my god, I want this person to win. I'm happy if it's Millie and Liam, or Toby and Chloe, and I think it will be, so I'm okay. Whereas past years, I've definitely had a favourite. As long as it's one of them, I'm not too fast. Obviously, I'm filming this on Saturday, the 21st of August. So last night we had the Djibouti meltdown and them leaving and stuff, and ask anyone that I discuss Love Island with, I'm not a fan of Jake. And you know what? Me and Catherine were saying like the whole time, like, imagine he was really genuine and like was being real, but like, I'm sorry, the whole of the UK public can't be thinking the same thing and him actually being genuine, do you know what I mean? So I definitely don't think he's the most genuine person in there. Do you know what it is? I don't think it's that he's not genuine. I don't think he's tactically full. You know what? I'm gonna pretend to be in love with someone that I'm not in love with. I don't think that's at all. I think what he's done is gone in there, obviously coupled up with Liberty. I don't think he was feeling it. But then I sort of think he may have realised she's a good person, people like her, the public like her, and we're doing okay. We get on, there's not any bumps in the road, and I think he just thought this will be an easy ride. So yeah, I don't think it's that he didn't like them, I just think he got complacent. I think he thought this could be easy and I'm gonna roll with it. I don't think he set out to do that, but I think as he was in there, and then of course, like, the more in depth you get with a couple, like with a person, the lesser people try it with you. And I just think he knew that no one was going to try it with him, because him and Liberty had a good thing or whatever. And I think, yeah, he just stuck with it. I see a tweet. Don't get me started about Twitter or when Love Island is on. It's the best place and it's also the worst place. But I see a tweet and it said that it would have been fine for them to, like, Jake and Liberty to carry on doing that, but it was when actual other couples started to form that the cracks started to show, which hit the nail on the head, I think. I think at the beginning, of course, there was like the first like solid couple. He asked to be the girlfriend and boyfriend way too soon. That to me was like, no, something's up here. Do you know what I mean? And I think he done all that to make him look like really strong and really good, but then as couples started to form and true bonds were made, that's when actions were, because we never questioned it. It wasn't until Casa and More where we started to see some things that we started to question it, because we thought, hang on a minute, he's not acting how they're acting, or he's acting a bit too much in a certain way. So I think then we started to question it more. But last night was a really emotional episode. I did hold back the tears, but my mum was crying at Love Island last night, and I did look at her. I mean, I think a lot of people did, even Taylor. I'm baiting you out here, but she sent a Snapchat saying she was crying at Love Island. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it was really emotional. They were massive characters in the villa, so it was weird. But I feel like saying, you're gonna see them in literally 4 days or something ridiculous. Like, come on now, you can do this, pull it together. It's not like it's week 1 and you've got to go however long. I think, so this is obviously past Sydney, because obviously you're seeing it on the Tuesday, we know who wins. I'm gonna do my prediction now. I think, so it's always the underdogs, always. You think that a couple are gonna win and they don't. So I would like Millie and Liam to win. I do really like them, and they seem like they are the strongest in there. I mean, haven't seen Chloe and Toby's date yet, so we don't know their situation. But even when they got, oh, it was so funny when they asked them, so you're going to be working together, and they just looked at each other like, I just don't know if they're ready for that yet. So technically, Millie and Liam, I would say, are the strongest in there, but I think Chloe and Toby are going to win. Some people have got a bit bored of Millie and Liam because they're just strong in love, not really much happening. But Chloe and Toby are so funny. Toby really done like a whirlwind moment for us all. I didn't like him at first, and then it got to the point where I was like, I can't even hate you anymore. You are loving your experience, you're just doing what you want, and it weren't, like, you could tell it weren't in a malicious way. And the same with Chloe. I thought I was gonna hate her. Obviously her video when she first entered, and it's like a different person, and not in a bad way. I think when she come on, of course you have to be this extra person, you have to say things that catch their eye. So she did all of that, and now she's like herself, and I just think you are funny. Oh, Faye and Teddy, wow, where do I even begin? I don't find Faye funny. I'm not gonna say hate, that's a strong word. That is a really strong word, and I don't feel like I hate her. And at first I really felt sorry for her. You can see she's a broken woman inside. Do you know what I always used to say about Faye? Her points, 9 times out of 10, she's got a leg to stand on with the points that she's making. I'm like, I get you, I get what you're trying to say. In front of everyone and to Teddy and that, when you explode like that, you're not winning the argument, hun. You look like a crazy person, period. And yeah, I think she just lost every battle because she was crazy. But then again, I love Teddy, and now I've gone off him because I just think, oh, like, you're a little bit of a doormat, and I know that's really horrible, but he's not really like stood his ground. I was shocked that they made it to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah, I didn't think they would do it. I personally don't think they was ready for that step, and that was one of the questions, like, what do I think about the Faye and Teddy situation? I personally don't think they was ready for that. Maybe they will surprise us all, I don't know, but I feel like when they come out, they will be the first split, I want to say. The whole compatible thing, like, I agreed with. I don't think they're compatible. Faye even said that she don't think they're compatible. So yeah, Kaz and Tyler, boring, get off. Really gone off of Kaz, I can't lie. And this is where Twitter angers me, because I feel like, and don't come at me in the comments, or this is personal opinions, I did like her at first, and I think, yeah, you're right, Twitter, she can hold down an argument. But then it becomes to the point where I don't like that about, and that's again personal preference. I don't like people that argue that way, and I think it to me it felt like she thinks she's sick. I don't know, like I just get a bit of I love myself vibes from her. And I mean, she has every right to. She's beautiful and she's like a lovely person. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I get it, but when someone's too much in my face like that, I don't like it. Again, that is my personal opinion. So it did sort of go off of her, but then like when she's with like Liberty and their friendship, I love her. I think it's just in an argument. I think just when she starts to argue, I just think, oh, like, yeah, you can hold down an argument, but that just bugs me. I don't know how to explain it, and I know people are not going to agree with me on this point. I know they're not, but yeah, there's just some sort of vibes from her that I get. But as a person, I think she's probably lovely, but I think she knows she can hold her ground and she knows that she can argue, which is a great way to be, because no one can say anything to her because she like just shuts it down, which is a great way to be. But I just don't like it. I just get dodgy vibes. And her and Tyler, we don't see enough of them. And Tyler, you're not going to watch this, but please sort your fashion out. And I say this in the best possible way. Why are your shirts so tight? I don't get it. That white shirt he wore the other night, no white shirt, I'm spitting and everything. No white shirt should be that tight. I know you're muscly, I get it, you work out, but you do not need to have, I'm literally spitting at this point. You don't need to have your shirts. So I've always said this is going off a bit topic, but I genuinely don't like muscly boys. Like, obviously they've got to be like a bit like muscly, but actually they don't. If they're chubby, I actually don't care. Like, I don't like muscly people. that is not my type. I mean, my boyfriend's got muscles, he's not fat, but if like he's not ripped, I can't stand it. When he watches like gym YouTube videos and some of them are like ripped, I think that to me looks uncomfortable. And Tyler in them shirts, I need to talk, like I need to carry on doing what I'm doing, but I'm so engrossed in this part of the conversation. When you wear your shirts that tight, it looks uncomfortable to me. I mean, I know I like oversized clothes, and maybe if I was more ripped I would wear things tighter, but that white shirt gave me the ick, okay? And like all of his shirts, he's wearing gym tops in the nighttime, I swear. Or they're just all that tight, like, it really is not a good look for me, and I'm really sorry, but that white shirt, I'm picturing it right now in my head and it gave me the ick. I thought, nah, gone off of you straight away. So yeah, that was a lot about Love Island. Sorry if you don't watch it, sorry if I've just bored you to death. You've probably got to that bit and turned me off, so you're probably not even watching me right now. But yeah, that was my Love Island roundup. Don't know what I'm gonna do when it all ends. Do you know what? I weren't actually watching it at the beginning. I was not involved. Weren't watching it. Thought it was boring, not fussed. Do you know what actually happened? And I'm gonna bait myself out here. So I didn't actually care for it. Oh, I've got a bump in my throat. Ah! And then Casa and More coming. I see that Mary was going in there because I already followed her on, I mean, true support here. Cringe, but I followed her on Insta, I'd watched her YouTube video, like I already knew of her, and then I obviously see that she was going in and I was like, I want to watch it. Started watching it, and that's when the drama happened. So then I carried on watching it. So yeah, that's what happened, and now I'm like really invested and I don't know what I'm gonna do when it's all over. I mean, don't get me wrong, I say that and then Tuesday will come and I'll forget about it, to be honest. I'll just keep up to date on Insta, find out what's going down. But yeah, that is Love Island. Let's go on to a different question because that was a lot and I'm really, really sorry about that. Another question is like what inspires me the most, and I mean this can come in different like terms as such. Like obviously that can mean like what inspires my looks, or like actual other people that inspire me. I don't have anyone specific really. Just watching other YouTubers I get inspired by. Like I've said, like I'll happily admit I see what they do and how successful they are, and that inspires me. Do you know what I mean? And I think I've got to up my game and I've got to put more out there. Same with makeup artists on Instagram. Like I think YouTube and Instagram come hand in hand really. I see makeup artists doing so many good looks and being really successful, and I think, oh, like, I need to up my game, I need to keep on my toes and like do this, this and this. And even like normal people, like Harry, for instance. No one loves work as much as my boyfriend, I'm sorry. Putting out there, strong statement, but no one does. And at the moment, he's absolutely smashing it in his job. And I look at him and I think, actually, I need to work harder. If he's doing this, this and this, I need to work harder. Like, my parents, like, do you know what I mean? Like, and that's not me just saying it because I have to, but I just feel like, I think anyone should, like, inspire you and like want you to do better and make you feel like you need to do better, like not like in a bad way, but will make you want to do better. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I could, like, the list goes on like a different note. Who do I watch and I like YouTube? There's so, like, for makeup I always look at like Jamie Genevieve, Steph, Tom's, like they're the people that I learnt from, in a sense. Like, do you know what I mean? They're the people that I was watching and started to love makeup, by Carly Bible, Jacqueline Hill, like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh, like, I feel like if you love makeup, they're gonna be the people that like inspire you and make you want to like do better. But yeah, there's endless people, but there's also normal people like my friends. Like, I see them doing well, and obviously again, it's not in a competitive way. You just think like, oh, like they're smashing it, like let's all smash it together. I was watching the PLT podcast last night, and it was their 100th episode. So it had like Yewande from Love Island, Jade Pierce and Sydney Crouch on there, and I can't remember who said it, to be honest, but they was just saying like there's enough room at the top, and I just feel like that's so true. Like, it's not that there should be any competition, like there's enough room for everyone, and I just think everyone should help each other out. So I feel like there is so many people that I watch and I get inspired by, and they're just all sick really. But again, like I've said as well, makeup is, there's all like, you have your own style for makeup. So although I take inspo from someone, it's never going to be the exact same because my style is different to theirs. It would be weird if you didn't get inspo from anyone. That's what they should do. They should inspire you. They should influence you in some sort of way. That was such a ramble. We're nearly done. I've not spoke any about this makeup. Very, very simple. I will link it all down below. Well, list it down below. What I did though for my lashes, so I'm using Ardell Demi Wispies, but what I normally do is I normally cut them like really short and I just use the ends. Favourite lip combo ever. I mean, actually, to be fair, it changes quite a lot now. Like, I mean, I branch out a little bit, but if I could have one lip combo for the rest of my life, I mean, this lipstick, I think I need a new one. It would be Morphe Sweet Tea and Doll Beauty C'est La Vie. It's like a lovely peachy colour. And then obviously now I've got the dupe, I switch between the two. If I feel a bit more bougie, I'd go in with the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow, or the dupe is the Maybeline Lifter Glossies in Topaz. But this is my all-time favourite lip combo, like brown lip combo. But that is the makeup done. I feel like I didn't answer a lot of questions. I think a good 20 minutes of this was either me getting way too deep about YouTuber and influencers and stuff like that, or Love Island. Like, that was the two topics for this Chatty Get Ready With Me. Apologies about that if that wasn't of interest to you, but you can't get me started on Love Island. I just won't stop, so I'm sorry. And cheers to whoever won last night. But yeah, anyway, Sydney, shut up. You're going on about Love Island way too much. You need to get a life. Compose yourself. But yeah, that is the finished look. Like I said, I will list everything down below what I used on my face. If you do have any specific questions about the makeup, then please comment down below. Comment down below anyway. I do reply to you, so if you want to leave a comment, then do. Like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.